Hi, welcome back to Hinton's Crafts, where wings fly free just like our imagination. If you wonder why I say that sometimes or have it posted in my video, I have it on my computer. I did like a little musical clip. My daughter goes, "Mommy, you need an epic catchphrase or, saying." And so she came up with "where wings fly free just like our imagination." And I thought it was adorable, so I kept it. Today is Made It Monday. But I'm not going to do Made It Monday. I will show you two things that I made really quickly, and then I want to talk to you. I apologize that I have a towel wrapped around my head. I just got out of the shower. Mr. Hoot I talked about in my last video, his appointment today for his throat. So I overslept. I couldn't sleep for anything last night, and yeah. So he loves beanies. He loves his hats. And even though he has a stockpile, probably to there, of lots of hats, he always makes me make him new ones. So, sorry, I thought I heard him. So, that is what I did. I made him new ones. This is a tutorial on here, YouTube. I will link that in the description below. It's super easy, and I'll show you two different ways that I did it. I did it her way, and then I did it another way. And then I'm going to play around with it and add like some colors to it, give him some stripes, but they are so nice. So this is what it looks like. And you can see it has like 0 holes in it, which is nice because it gives like kind of like a knitted look, but it's just a beanie. She made it longer to where you can like flip it up. Like that. I didn't. I just did a beanie because that's what he likes. He likes beanies, or he likes them a little slouched in the back. So this is just back loop single crochet. So you go back and forth, but you do the top. Let me see if I can flatten it out. You do the top really different. You do like slip stitches in 10 stitches, but you go back and forth. Like you do 5, and then you do 10, then you do 5 again. I'll show the tutorial, link it down below for you. And so this one I did, and you can see it's let me fix it out for you, bigger than this one. So this would be like his slouch, but I did half double crochets instead, and still there's like no holes or no gaps or nothing like that. So again, it doesn't give like the knit look, but it does give that nice solid feel of it. Because you ever notice like when you just do regular crochets, you have like little tiny gaps in between your stitches. This gives you that really nice. So this is like, if you have husbands and they like their hats, hunters and things, and they like them close to their head, little beanies, this is a really, really nice pattern. So I haven't showed him yet. I did those 2 last night for him because every day, where's my hats? Where's my hats? I'm like, boy, didn't you see all my dolls that I've been creating? Do I have time to make you, me, your husband a hat? Sorry, fuzz. No, but I said, okay. So last night we were binge watching a show, and I was like, I'm going to do it. So I just sat there and just quickly did it. Once you see how she does the first 4 rows, sorry, that fuzz just won't leave me. There you go. Be gone. Once you see like the 4 rows, then it's like, okay, that's it. And it's mindless. You just can sit there and, get it done. So I really want to play around with it a little bit. I want to do like, this is the back of it. You can see where I sewed it. I didn't follow how she sewed it. I probably should have, because she did it like seamless to where it looks like this. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. But look how nice that is. Look how pretty. I mean, I know it's a guy's hat, but still. That's so, I love how that looks. He's going to love it because he loves his beanies. And I usually do it on my little machine. Make him a whole bunch. But he likes a variety, different styles, like I said, he likes beanies to where it's like snug to the head, and then he likes a little slouch. He loves different ones. So I knit too, and I've knitted him, oh boy, I knitted him lots of hats. Thundercats. He loves, sorry, my mind just went blank. He loves Thundercats. And so I did the Thundercat logo for him. So I'm going to do that again for him. But I'm going to do it smaller because before I did it really, really big. So sorry. That fuzz was like out for revenge and went to my throat. So I'm going to do it again for him. The Thundercats logo, because that was years ago and that hat is long gone. I mean, he put that hat through the ringer and it lasted, but I don't know what happened to it. So, the dog stampeding. She's probably looking for me. Yeah, she's looking for me. So, I wanted to get on here and I wanted to talk about some things, and I truly hope that you watch this video from the beginning to the end. I know sometimes my videos can be long. I love to talk, especially when I haven't been on for, quite a while. I have a lot to say, and I'm around kids 24/7. So when I get to talk, even if it's to a camera, I talk. But I just wanted to get on and I wanted to say some things. So quite a few have been posting about like hateful videos, hurtful videos, I should say, addressing bullying and just, things that are in this whole dark crochet underworld of, YouTube, this community that we're all attached to. There's like a whole other side to this rainbow. There's like a multiverse and it's a dark rainbow. And a lot has been going on, a lot that none of us know about, and then some people are actually bringing that to light. And I just wanted to get on and I wanted to share my story and how I became a YouTuber, why I wanted to, and everything like that. Bits and pieces, because I came on here before and I talked about how my mother passed away and I was really, really beyond close to my mom, and she crocheted. I've always wanted to crochet my whole entire life. I mean, since I was a little girl and watching her crochet, but she was a horrible teacher. Like, she couldn't teach you how to crochet. So, in reading the books, or I don't know what it is, but when you try to read those little books and they try to show you those little drawn out pictures of how to do something, it blew my mind. Like, I was like, what is this alien language? Like, I can't do this, So, yeah, I just could never figure it out. So it wasn't until I was, 29, 30. Yeah. When I'm 37. So actually started to learn to crochet. I always knitted. So, so sorry. My nose is stuffed and it's just driving me crazy. So I always knitted, but I really, really wanted to learn to crochet, and I was kind of forced into it on my own self. Somebody wanted baby items and I was like, yes, I can do it. Knowing that I knew nothing about crochet, and then I just watched tutorials. Okay. I watched tutorials here on YouTube and it taught me how to crochet. Then, my mom passed away and I sunk into a depression, a major depression. I had lots of family stuff going on. We sold our home, the house that we grew up in. We moved as far away as we could because I just thought, if I get away from everything, it didn't happen. We moved to the country and it was great, but then it wasn't great. We never rented before, and so that was like a whole new challenge of renting. There's rent, and then there's bills on top of rent, and I never in my life had oil, or what is that? Oil heat, or propane where you have them come, and that's expensive because that goes quickly in the winter. So it was like all those struggles with that, on top of the fact that I had to face, finally, after years, I've never faced the fact of losing my dad. I always pushed that aside and, oh, he's fishing. Even though I know, like, in my mind, he's really gone. In my mind, I kept making excuses. I had to face that. And then on top of it, I had to face, I no longer have my mom. I had 2 little kids. I had Aiden at the time. I had no clue he had autism. I had no clue in why he was acting certain ways, why he did certain things, why for no reason he would scream at the top of his lungs and throw himself down to the floor. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm failing as a parent. You know, we had somebody move in with us, and that was hard, really hard to have that on top of like everything else that I was going through. I wanted to kill myself. I was about to be very honest with you. No one knows this. Nobody. I would lay in bed. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Hubby came home and I was saying hi and my hair is down, but what? So anyway, like I was saying, I was in a really bad place. I was over 300 pounds. I was 394, and, you know, counting, no matter what I did, nothing helped. I mean, not that I'm stick thin now, but from a size 28 plus to size 16 jean, I'm happy. It was just like everything, you know, missing my mom and just so much. You have no clue. So much going on. And I know we all have things going on, but when it all hits you at once, it's hard. Life is hard. And I did not know where to turn to. I was like, turning to God, but like not, you know. And it was just like, it was overwhelming to where I just didn't care. I didn't want to be here no more. And every night I'd be like, please don't let me wake up. And when I woke up, I would just bawl because I was awake and I didn't want to be. One night, I was like really thinking hard about it. And I was on YouTube. And I always wanted tutorials because I was crocheting, but nothing. Like here and there, I would make, like, if the kids wanted something, I would do it. And then I wouldn't, you know, I was buying yarn like crazy, but I would never touch it. You know, I thought, well, if I get into normal, then my head would be normal. I'll be able to accept things that is going on with my health that I didn't understand at the time, what was going on, what was happening to me. If I keep doing that, I'm so sorry. I can't breathe for some reason. I didn't know, you know, with Aiden what was going on. I kept feeling like I'm failing as a mother. I didn't have my mom here to help me, you know, with questions that I have. I was broken. You know, me and Jeff were fighting a lot because of family issues, because of bills, because of life, because at the time he's always been bipolar, but never knew it. And he wasn't on anything to help him. And so, like, we were just at each other's throat all the time. And I thought, we're over, you know, like that's how it felt like this is it. We had a family member almost drive between us, and I was done. I was in for it. I went on YouTube, like I said, and I was just looking up crochet. I don't even know what made me, just get out of my head. I was always looking up tutorials. That's, I always look at the tutorials. And up popped Sandy from Crochet A. And I remember it was like a little boat. It was like toot toot. And she was like showing off yarns that she got. And I was like, oh my goodness, I love those yarns. Which I never knew. So sorry. I went to AC Moore's. I seen different yarns, but I never explored those different yarns. I only ever went to what my mom would get. Sometimes I would look at things, but I never knew yarn weight. I never knew that. I thought all yarn is the same. I never knew about so many different things. I knew there were different hook sizes, but I didn't know like what you could do with the different hook sizes and like everything. So I started watching her videos, and she was explaining like the yarn weights and, oh, this is pretty and this and this. And I was like, oh my goodness, look at this magical world. And she was so funny. And then there was a video where she talked about her mom and how her mom passed away, and she never in her life picked up a crochet hook. And then her mom passes away, and she picks up a crochet hook and she starts crocheting, and you know, it helped her. And I thought, you know what, like, why am I drowning myself in sorrows? Like, other people have issues too. Other people have lost loved ones too, and they're, you know, finding a way to deal with it and cope with it. So I started binge watching her videos, and every week, you know, when she would pop up a new one, I'm like the first one probably to watch it. And then from there, I learned about Sandy Duda from Left is Right Crochet, and I loved her videos. And then I found Crochet, the Canadian Crocheter. I loved her videos. And then I found Summer's Tips and Stitches and Fiber Spider. And those are the ones that I would always watch. Sandy would be number one, but those are the ones I would binge watch like all the time. And it bring me to life. Like, that's why I always say, like, you have no clue what somebody does to you. My mom always say this, and I will forever say this. Smile. Always smile at somebody, because you never know what they're going through. And that smile can bring them back to life. And it's so true. And Sandy will forever be my smile. She brought me back and, you know, helped me get out of my head, helped me find this whole world, this whole community that helped me bring me back to my mom. And I know there's different beliefs out there. I know my mom is gone. That's my, you know, my understanding. But I feel attached to the crochet again. Okay? The crochet world. That's what like, it just helped me find my nook again, you know, like my oomph to keep going, to keep creating. And I had learned so much about hooks, yarns, tension. You know, there's different tensions to use and different stitches. There's so many different stitches. Oh my goodness, billions of different stitches out there. And it just opened my eyes to a whole world, and it gave me a push. It gave me that oomph to, you know what, you're in a dark place, but snap out of it, you know, because I was watching other stories and how they had similar, you know, issues and things with health and just everything else, and it helps you get out of that dark hole. And I will forever be grateful, and I don't care if you think I'm obsessed. I love Sandy, and like, well, maybe now she'll know the depth of what she did for me, but you never know what your video will do for somebody. And it gave me the push to make a YouTube. I know I talk a lot sometimes. I ramble on. I talk about Disney. My kids come in here, but it's me. It's my life. It's how I am, and I don't want to change regardless of what others have written me. So we're going to get into that. I know, like, I was really good, and I was like always coming on, and I was doing my videos and things like that. But what you don't know is every time I would get on here and I would say, well, my health, like, it was my health, but it was my mental health. I would have people message me. If you remember, I was really wanted to do my Hootified boxes. I sent 2 out. I sent one to Sandy Duda, and then I forget the other person, but they never sent anything. So I don't know if they got it or not. Sorry. So I love sending things. I do. And I was warned that you'll have people message you and give you sad sopping stories and tell you things, and I had a bunch. I was shocked that my little nothing channel, I had a bunch. But it got to the point where it was really bad. I had people message me telling me I shouldn't have my kids in the video, that it's annoying. And I'm annoying with how I ramble on, get to the point, and and I was like, what? I tried hard not to let it get to me, but then it got to me to where I wouldn't post the video. And then when I did, I wouldn't even upload it because I was like watching it a billion times in my head about it. Like, oh my goodness, I'm annoying, like, oh, and I don't mean to be. I guess my personality, I don't know. I smile all the time. I love Disney, love owls. So there's things that I get excited about and I will talk about. And I guess if you don't like it, unsubscribe or don't watch me, and I don't mean that in a mean way at all. I just mean, don't say negative things to somebody. So yeah, I had people wanting my boxes and it got so overwhelming. And then I sent a box to somebody and they said they never got it. But even though it said that they did get it on the thing, like the tracking thing, and they were like threatening me to like send more boxes and all this stuff. And I was just like, oh my goodness, to where now I panic. I have boxes over here that I need to send out. And every time I go, even if it's to somebody I know, like Sandy, I can't. I try, and then all of a sudden I freeze up and I have a bad panic attack to where I physically can't send it. And I try to get my husband, but he's always busy. He'll take me, but sometimes getting him to do it on time is hard. So I try to get somebody else to take me, and but it's hard because of that and others and people coming at me and telling me, oh, I should do this, I should do that, I should send them this, I should send them that. I have things hanging up that never been used, give it to others that you could use it. And this is like so much, and it's enough to drive you insane. And so I started blocking, like just blocking. And that's why now, if you message me and I don't get it, it's probably because it's in my spam, and I'm so sorry for that. And I try to like look through it, but and I have a hard time now messaging people back because every time I see a message, even if it could be from Sandy messaging me all the time, and sometimes, sorry, I don't get on Facebook or things because I just need like a moment in my mind to just like not hear negativeness. Everybody comes to me with their problems and I'm here for it, but sometimes it gets too much, and with everybody else throwing things on me, it gets hard. So yeah. I had a rude person, message about my kids. I'll say this quietly because I don't want them to hear. Oh, they're chunky and you should watch their health. And that was the only time I was ever out of character. I don't curse, unless I'm like really, really mad. It would like maybe slip out and I'm like, oh my goodness, I cursed, and crying because I curse, because I don't curse. And well, that day I was not me. I lost it. I was dropping every curse word made known to man, and then some known to alien. Like, I was flipping. My daughter has thyroid issues, just like I have thyroid issues. If you have thyroid issues, you know the struggle. You can eat salads all day, every day, and still gain. My son has autism, and autism goes two ways. You can be stick thin to where you have a high metabolism to where you're chunky because you have a very low, poor metabolism. And unfortunately, because of my health issues, he has that, including thyroid issues. Thyroid issues run for men too, not just for women. And yeah. I lost it. And I was probably the only person that said something, hopefully. I mean, I don't read other ones. I'm telling you, like, if I know the person, I will read their message. But I was fuming because don't come in my babies ever. They're my life. And you just don't do that. They're beautiful. My girl is gorgeous. And I know I'm her mama, but she's gorgeous. And my boy is so handsome and so sweet and so full of energy. I wish I had his energy. This boy will walk through long like hikes with his daddy, come home, running up and down the steps and doing whatever. I'm like, boy, give me some of that. So yeah. It's like unfortunate that you have this whole escape from your reality and then you have people bringing you down. And it's enough is enough. It's like you're a grown adult. Why? Why do you feel the need to attack somebody else? Why do you feel the need to say negative things about that person on your channel? You know, if you got a faulty box or, you know, package, message that person and say, hey, you know, this is what happened, and let them have a chance to explain and fix it for you. Don't ruin them by posting a thing up. If you don't like how somebody talks or says something, or don't watch them, right? Or maybe somebody said something and it really upset you, and so message them privately and say, hey, in your video you spoke of this and it really upset me. I felt like I was being attacked. Or, you know, handle it privately. Handle it as adults should handle it. Handle it as we teach our children to handle things. I teach my kids about bullying. They're homeschooled, of course, but I teach them. I teach them about life every single day, you know, and how things are. There's way too much going on in the world today. Hurricanes, people are dying. Look around, drive around your neighborhood and look at all the homeless people that are out there. It doesn't matter what their story is. Everybody has a story. It doesn't matter if they were a druggie. There's a reason why they became a druggie. There's a reason why they became a drug. You're not to judge, but feel for them. Look at the news. Look at Russia, the war that's still continuing to go on over there, and how many lives are taken. Kids, adults, you know, men, women, of all ages. Think about everything that's going on. And you really want to have crap drama on YouTube? Like, this is a place where we should bring people out of their misery. Give them a piece of happiness, even if it's for 30 minutes, you know, let them enjoy a video and not have to think, oh my goodness, behind this video, there's a whole world of this hatred going on and these fights going on. Like, wow, like, it's too much. It's too much when we are going through so much already, whether it be your health or, you know, depression, bullying in your family, in your life. You know, you have no clue what's going on in somebody's family, and they turn to YouTube, they turn to their favorite creators to get away from it all. And here their favorite creators are in a battle. You know, they're posting lives of negative and, you know, trying to mean girl it. It's like Regina got hit by a bus. Let her remain that way. This isn't high school. You're adults now. Act like it. And bring back joy and happiness to YouTube again. Bring back to Facebook again. You know, I was in tons of Facebook crochet groups. And oh my goodness, it was crazy to where I left or muted a bunch of them because they were crazy. Like, oh, this person, you know, like, somebody would post a picture of something they did and somebody else would get inspired and create it. Oh, you're copying me. Copying is the highest form of flattering. If somebody looks at something that I created and they go and make something similar, I want to be like, oh my goodness, I did that. Like, somebody saw something I did and they created it, you know? I'm going to boost you to no ends. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, you copied me? Like, I'm the original? Like, look what I did. No, I get on here, I share tips, I share things that I do because I want you to do those things. I want you to break out of your box. I want you to, you know, explore and make things you thought you would never make or thought you could never do. Give yourself a chance to be more creative and do something. Like I said, when I first started out, I was making baby things and lots of baby things. And then I started making mermaid dolls. I started making these mermaid dolls. I added like real seashells to them, pearls, all sorts of things. And it got me into my amigurumi to where I created Fraggle Rock. I did Beetlejuice. I did Edward Scissorhand. Thinking who else? I did a whole bunch. You know, I did, and look at all my little stuffed animals that I do now. All because I watched somebody on YouTube and teach me about yarn and teach me about different hook sizes and different weights and different things and what you can do with those things. And because of that, I was able to get out of my little box and break that sucker open to where it's like the weirdest shape ever. But that's why I always say, you know, and I try to get on here and do my patterns and give my free patterns away. And I still need to do it. I know I said it, but like I said, I get in my head with things. I had people message me like, oh, give me this, give me, and it's just like, it gets so overwhelming to where it's like, I shut down and I don't want to do anything. So yeah, I mean, where's the love, right? Bring the love. Message each other. Tell each other that you're sorry. Delete your videos. You know, delete the trace of it. Apologize, because you never know what that other person is going through. You never know, you know, what you're doing to somebody else, and you're breaking character. I'm sure you're a great person. I'm sure you can be a great person. Like, don't let hatred blindside you. Don't let anger blindside you. And that's exactly what it is. You're letting this thing build up inside of you to where it's taken over you and you can't help but continue to talk about it, continue to bring others down, and then anybody that stands up for their friends, you want to bring them down as well. Don't. Let it go. Be like, you know what? Let's all talk. Let's have an adult conversation and fix things and make it better. Because like I said, be that smile for somebody. You never know what somebody else is going through, and you want to bring joy to all. You never want to bring a negative, bad taste in someone's mouth or a negative emotion to someone's mind. You want to bring them happiness in the videos that you share. You know, you want to make it enjoyable for all, and not with the gossip, not with the high school drama, not with the he said, she said bullcrap. You want to, if it's he said, she said, he said, this yarn is amazing. She said, this stuffing's amazing. Let's put the two together and create something. Those are the types of he said, she said that you should be sharing. Not the gossiping. Not the putting people down because of a faulty box or package or, you know, whatever. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. I'm not trying to attack anybody. I'm just trying to say, let's bring back the peace. let's bring back our community. Let's get rid of that dark rainbow and bring back the bright rainbow again and make it all happy together. And if you do have an issue with somebody, address that person. Be the adult, email them and say, hey, I have this kind of feelings, and express yourself and let that person express themselves, because at the end of the day, you'll feel better. They'll feel better because you guys talked about it, lashed it out, and worked on it together, privately, and not for the world to see. So that's all. That's all I have. Yeah, I'm gonna go hopefully enjoy the rest of my day. Make some hats. Get out of my mind. And maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to get all my things and my crazy in my head taken care of too. So, alrighty. Hope you all are having a hooterific day. I hope you truly do have a hooterific day, and I hope that my words came out the way that I wanted them to and ring something in your mind and thinking, you know what? Yeah, let's come together. Let's end this. Let's be bygones, right? Bygones be bygones. And make peace. There's way too much going on in the world. We don't need to bring it to the YouTube world. We don't need to bring it to our house. You know, we need to have a safe place for all of us to come to and enjoy and break away from whatever it is that life throws our way. We need a break, and this is our break. Let's continue to give that to others, that enjoyment of what this community is about. So, and that's all. Hootin' it out. Bye.